With the upcoming release of an AILimit, an anime-style Souls-like action RPG that borrows a few elements from Souls-born genre, but leans more towards being of an action-focused game. In many ways, it genuinely reminded me of Code Vein. I really have enjoyed and loved Code Vein, a title that released a few years back and left quite a similar impression in terms of its anime-inspired visuals and the gameplay mechanics. In fact, I enjoyed it so much that I even got a platinum trophy for that game, which highlights how deeply I was connected with its worlds and also the systems. Now, even though maybe it's foolish, I'm still actually somewhat hopeful that perhaps maybe we get a sequel for Code Vein. And so, with the recent release of the public demo, I decided it was time to dive into and explore what AILimit has to offer once again on my PlayStation 5 Pro. Since I actually have already experienced it once before, I think it was like about a few months ago. By the way, I actually got a video all about that with my thoughts, do check it out. So this is basically a new demo, a second demo for AILimit. Now, both Code Vein and AILimit share quite a few of the common grounds in their approach, especially in blending anime aesthetics with Souls-like mechanics. Now, in Code Vein, the intricate character customization, cooperative multiplayer, and blood code system added a layer of the depth to the gameplay, giving players plenty of tools to adapt to their playstyles. Similarly, AILimit emphasizes customization through its nucleus system, allowing players to modify their stats and combat approach dynamically, while Code Vein leaned heavily into its narrative-driven experience and emphasis on a close bond with companions. AILimit appears to focus more on a solo exploration and a strategic kind of a combat, offering a fresh perspective for the fans of the genre. Now, the way these games complement each other makes AILimit feel like a more of a spiritual cousin to Code Vein, yet it carves out its own identity with unique mechanics and of course the world building. Now, AILimit is set in a future post-apocalyptic wasteland, a world ravaged by the collapse of synthetic ecosystem. This catastrophic events led to the destruction of the planet as we know it, leaving behind a world dominated by remnants of advanced technology and strange new life forms. Our protagonist belongs in a group named as Bladers, machines that resemble humans but are constructed from a mysterious material called the mud. Now, this substance, unlike its Earth counterpart, kind of possesses some magical properties and serves as a vital energy source in this world. It also intricately connected to the game's mechanics, tying into save points known as the, branches, which functions similarly of course like bonfires from the Souls series. Their primarily objective in AILimit revolves around investigating the ruins of Havenswell, a once thriving town now reduced to rubble. As a blader, you're tasked with uncovering the truth behind the collapse of the ecosystem and perhaps finding a way to reverse the damage. While the narrative premise is intriguing, the demo doesn't exactly delve too deeply into its story, leaving much of the mysteries for the full release of the game, coming in March. Now, at its core, AILimit follows a familiar Souls-like formula, featuring challenging combat exploration and a character progression. The game offers quite a variety of weapons, including the great sword, standard swords, and daggers, each with its unique move set and the abilities. Combat feels fluid and responsive, with a focus on timing and the positioning. However, AILimit also introduces some unique mechanics that sets it apart from the traditional Souls-like experiences. Now, one of these mechanics is the nucleus system. As you defeat bosses, you'll acquire nucleus, which serves as the core of your character. These nucleus influence how much experience you gain from the enemies and how much you lose upon death. Now, unlike typical Souls games where you can recover lost experience by retrieving your souls or equivalent of, AILimit implements a percentage-based loss system. Depending on your equipment nucleus, you lose a fixed percentage of your experience upon death, and this loss is permanent. Now, this creates a middle ground between the harsh penalties of traditional Souls-like games and the leniency of the systems with no experience loss. Another noteworthy feature is the absence of the traditional stamina bar. Instead, the game employs an energy bar that fills as you attack enemies and decreases when you take damage. This energy bar serves multiple purposes. It determines your ability to use special moves and grants a damage bonus when fully charged. Managing this resource is key to maximize your effectiveness in combat, adding an extra layer of the strategy. Now, character progression in AILimit is fairly standard for the genre. You can level up individual stats, which influence various secondary attributes and weapon scaling. Weapons can also be upgraded at branches, and each weapon types come with a unique special move that adds variety to the combat. Now additionally, your character frame and nucleus can be customized, allowing you to tailor your build to suit your playstyles. Now the demo hints at a decent variety of spells, abilities, and weapon options, which should provide plenty of room for an experimentation. However, the limited scope of the demo makes it difficult to gauge out the full extent of the game's customization options. Now, if the full game delivers on this front, it could offer a robust system for players to explore. Now, combat in AILimit is smooth and satisfying, with a focus on precision and timing. However, there are areas where the game could use some fine-tuning. For an example, enemy attacks patterns can be difficult to read, leading to situations where dodging an attack still results in taking damage. This is particularly noticeable during the boss fights, where large sweeping attacks can catch you off guard even if you timed your dodge correctly. Adjusting these mechanics to make an encounter feel fairer would greatly enhance the overall experience. Now, despite these issues, the combat system shows promise. The combination of fluid movement, responsiveness to the controls, and the energy bar mechanics creates quite a dynamic and engaging gameplay loop. Now additionally, the demo features some memorable set pieces, such as the giant robot enemies that attack you in the hallway before opening up to a new path upon the defeat. These moments showcases the potential for the creative level design, though the full game will need to deliver consistently to stand out in the crowd of this sort of genre. Now, one of the AILimit standout features is its anime-inspired art style. Now, the visuals are vibrant and stylish, with detailed character designs and the atmospheric environments that quite brings this post-apocalyptic setting to life. While the demo limited scope means there isn't a wide variety of locations to explore, the areas that are included quite look, well, impressive. The game's art direction is likely to appeal to the fans of anime and Japanese-inspired aesthetics, helping it carve out its kind of a niche audience. Now, as mentioned earlier, AILimit faces still quite a competition upon its release. Both Atomfall and First Berserker Kazan are launching pretty much on the same day, with the latter being a direct competitor in Souls-like genre. First Berserker Kazan has generated significant buzz due to its unique mechanics and innovative approach, which could have overshadowed AILimit if the latter fails to distinguish itself. To stand out in this competition landscape, AILimit needs to excel in 3 areas: boss design, combat mechanics, and storytelling. While the demo hints at the potential in these areas, it's still too early to say whether the full game will deliver. The lack of the unique hook beyond its art style may make it difficult for AILimit to capture the attention of players who have wealth of options in this genre. My advice is to push this game out of the way, especially since there's such a steep competition between 2 similar styles of games. Based on my time with the demo, AILimit shows promise but has some hurdles to overcome. The combat system is smooth and engaging, and the energy bar mechanics adds a unique twist to the gameplay. The anime-inspired art style is visually appealing, and the post-apocalyptic setting provides an intriguing backdrop for the story. However, the issue with the enemy design, the lack of the standout feature, and a crowded release window could hinder this game's success. For the fans of the anime and Souls-like, AILimit might be worth keeping an eye on. However, unless the full game offers something truly exceptional, it may struggle to compete with other titles in the genre. As someone who enjoys exploring these sorts of games, I'll be keeping tabs on AILimit to see if it surprises me, but nevertheless I know I will be paying attention. Thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe. Do let me know as well, have you tried out AILimit yet? And perhaps maybe you're considering getting it or not. Thank you, like and subscribe, see you guys all, and have a wonderful day.